Here's our propane-powered 1968 Ranchero. So, this car started life as a V8, as we can tell from the VIN tag and our Fairlane 500 trim. Originally burgundy, now it's bright red with gold metal flake hood and roof. This was an advertisement, a propane conversion for small town America during the 70s with the energy crisis. The guy's name was Ernie Tuff. This was part of a bigger thing to kind of promote energy efficiency. Anybody who was around that time knows exactly what's going on, what that was about. Why cars after 1970 were just kind of like smog and all that stuff was on the motor. So this one's powered by propane with a 3.0 rear gear, 3-speed manual with an overdrive, making this just a highway cruiser. Parades, stuff like that. The only drawback to propane is that you lose some of your bottom end power, and you'll notice that right away during our driving video. But all around, it's a good running car. It now has a straight 6 with the propane mixer instead of a carburetor. Alright, we'll go left to right, showing functionality here. Got your headlights, park, headlight, high beam switch on the floor. That works. Indicator works. Signals, left, right, they work. Indicators work. Wipers, high speed, low speed, and off. And pushing in to wash, I don't hear a pump. There are some toggle switches on the dash. One by the column is off, the one below the washer switch is off. Push button momentary, and then your idle control, which I think is mix control. As you pull it, it increases idle. And then your left switch here against the door is flipped on. I haven't touched any of them. The car starts with the key like normal. I assumed it's in the settings it needs to be in to run. Radio.
Watching something you would not
Radio works.
Absolutely. Today, and shutoffs would on.
Likely just an AM radio. I think it's just nothing wrong with some Freebird. Blower motor, 1, 2, 3. I can hear it. A little bit of dust coming out of there, that's normal. Move this slider over to high. Back to defrost. There it goes. And then heat kicks it down to your feet. Off is off. So that dust is just happens when cars sit. Got another knob here. Doesn't seem to be affecting idle or anything. It's like a choke cable. Cigarette lighter. No ashtray. Glove box is a little sticky to open. No books or anything else. Sign of that maroon color in there. Black vinyl seat, in good shape. There's a tear here on the driver where the seat hinges, but otherwise in good shape. Headliner's in great shape. Visors are in good shape. No mirror on the passenger side or driver's side, but in very good shape. Mirror, day night, solidly mounted, in good shape. Dash, great shape, no cracks. A little bit of heat warp just on the passenger side, it looks like, but really not bad. All right, so Car was originally born a V8 car with the manual, so the transmission stayed, the engine was swapped to a inline 6 for pure fuel efficiency, I'm sure, as well as the propane mixer, just to push that point home that this thing was good on propane. It was 77,893 miles. Fuel gauge shows quarter tank. Our propane tank here, propane tank here shows full. Any other gauge you have is just a light, temp, alternator, oil pressure. The clock is ticking. That's cool. All right, well, let's go through some gears, go down the road with it. So pick up the shifter, over and up into reverse. Clutch feels good. With the 3.0 gear combined with the propane, it is no acceleration monster or anything, but drives good. Still a good sounding motor, just burns a lot cleaner. Windows work good. Single driver side mirror here. Nice even amount of power. There is no power band that you feel it come into, whereas that may be the straight 6 or that may be the propane. But good steady power. You aren't going to be pulling any mountain passes with this setup. Track straight, doesn't wander. Hit the brakes here, see which way it pulls, if it pulls. Pulls to the right just a hair when you hit the brakes. Be an awesome parade car. Clean burning, got the right gearing for that type of situation. we're gonna try and keep some momentum here. So I'm gonna run second out pretty far. Because we're gonna need it, as you'll see coming up this hill. I will probably have to downshift. I think we're gonna get it. We got it. So that's third. We get some wide open flat here, and I'll drop it into overdrive. All gears are working. Brakes are feeling good. Clutch feels good. No lights on the dash. There's 45. I'm gonna pull the mix out just a little bit. See if we can richen it up and get some more power. Crest this little hill and I'll hit fourth. There's 50. No tack, but I believe we're about 1600, 1800 RPM. It's another run from second. Well, that's kind of all I got for this car. Check it out, look at the pictures. Any questions, leave a comment. We'll get back to you. If you're on YouTube, give us a like and a follow. Watch another video, leave a comment on this one. And we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.